Hi guys, welcome to the beautiful Miramar of Broward County. I stopped here to do this video because I wanted to explain to you this strange thing about South Florida, okay? Right here, guys, are gated communities. This entire place is a gated community. You don't see anybody out on the street, you know? I guess because they're working, they are going to school, they don't have time because things are so expensive here, from association fees, okay, that they have to pay to their gated community, okay, to the high taxes of these properties because the properties are so high, and these people just choose to live here, and it's like they don't have a life, so therefore the streets are empty. Okay, so is this really being rich because you really don't even have the richness of your own time living here? So what made me stop, okay, is because I got stuck somewhere back there. There's like a road that leads to like nowhere. So I looked up on the map to see where the road leads to. It's actually, I guess, the cutoff point for the community. Maybe they're going to expand and they're probably going to build more because they keep building Miramar. They have been building Miramar for over 20 years now, okay? So that they've been building Miramar. So, building communities and everything they build. It's not like they're going to build a place where you could just go and it's free. Everything that they build is gated community. So I really have a problem with that, because it's almost like they restrict you. And the thing is about this is that I've been trying to go through, push the borders to go west, and I can't go west. The reason why I cannot go west is because the periphery of Broward, okay, on the west side is barred by gated communities. So, either you have the money to, or you want to spend your lifetime to pay it. I mean, you might have the money, but it's just not worth it. So it's like not having the money because you won't have the time, because you have to work in order to pay it, right? Unless you are one of these people who have more than one person contributing to the income where you can afford it, as well as have the time. But anyway, trying to push the border to get to the west is impossible. So they barred by those gated communities, and behind those gated communities, these people who live here don't want to go there either because there are no roads. All right, these are people who are willing to pay, so it's like, they will pay for the transportation, they will pay for everything, and yet, I'm like, really? I wouldn't pay for anything, because for me, my time is valuable, okay? And everything is an experience for me anyways, the old way of doing things I like. So they're not gonna go that way trying to push the borders like I do. Of course, they might just drive, with their family or something like that. So anyway, everything is gated. There are no local roads to go west. All right, it's barred by the US 27 or State Road 27. All right, which is like Okeechobee. So it's barred by State Road 27, and guess what is west of State Road 27? It's just swampland. It's the Everglades, and as you go further north, it's still swampland until you hit maybe up north, like North Palm Beach, north of West Palm Beach. That's where I think you will be able to have access. But even in Palm Beach, you will have to go to because there's a lake. There's Lake Okeechobee that is west of West Palm Beach. So it's just like barred by natural things that they never develop. And why haven't they developed? They're not supposed to develop it, because the land doesn't belong to the United States of America. The land is for the natives. So basically, well, I'm sure they will find a way to manipulate the natives if they want to anyway, because look at what they did to the natives. They basically built the entire periphery of the waters. Like where there's water, they build $1 million homes, all kinds of homes that they build there. But in the middle of the swampland, they dump the natives. So the reason why they haven't built is because they don't want to veer that way yet, because of course it will be too costly. But it is not fair that the very people who own this land are dumped in the middle of the swamp of South Florida, okay? We're in areas that are not built. So it's like, if you want to really visit the natives, you really have to go, either you got to go south to 8th Southwest 8th Street in Miami, and you go west. And at some point, that road, it's swamped left and right, you know, until you get to places like Marcos Island and Naples, and then you will hit where Americans live again, all right? Or the colonists live again, okay? But in the middle of South Florida, you have the Lake Okeechobee, and you also have where they dumped all of the Muckleshoot. Yes, I know I showed you the casino that belongs to the Seminoles. All right, and some people say that the Seminoles and the Muckleshoot, they're all the same. But, you know, the natives, they had divided. I don't know how they named them. They probably named them from where they came from or whatnot, you know, and they may see themselves as different tribes. They may not have seen themselves as one nation, as a colonist built one nation out of North America, okay? But so they call the ones who are living on the developed area the Seminoles, all right, in Broward. And in the non-developed area in the center, but actually the Muckleshoot, they also have a casino out in Southwest 8th Street. All right, they do have a casino there that you will come across if you go west, okay? But the Muckleshoot, their reservation is actually dumped in the middle of swampland in the Everglades of South Florida. And this is why I wanted to come here to explain to you how pushing the borders, this is as far as this community in back of me is as far west as Miramar gets, because beyond that, you know, they have like areas that I think that they already bought from the natives that they mark as maybe possible future developments so that they can expand Miramar more going west, okay? But beyond that is native ground. All right, is native ground. We gotta respect the natives. Respect for the natives because they are dying off. They're being killed with high alcohol consumption, drugs. Wherever the natives are, you're always gonna see smoke shops, alcohol shops, and casinos. All right, so they're dying young, and they may not be multiplying as much to be able to say that you know, that they're going to be able to enjoy the land wherein their parents were when the Europeans took over. So thanks for watching. I just wanted to share this short, brief experience with you. I'm still going to keep pushing the borders before school opens. I was at my job site today, and for this afternoon, I took the evening off at my other job so that I can keep pushing the borders.